everybody, this is Boogess Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Nightwing and Red Hood 2-pack. So before we take a look at Red Hood, let's take a look at Nightwing and all of the accessories that he comes with. So first up, of course, he comes with his standard DC Multiverse base, but he stands pretty well, so you don't need it. Up next, he comes with this really nice foil card. That looks pretty good. If you want to read his data file, you can pause that now. Up next, he comes with his Eskrima sticks, and these are exactly the same that came with the previous Nightwing figure. And as you can see, the one on the left has some pretty bad warping to it. The other one looks pretty good, but yeah, the one on the left is warped pretty bad. And they can also fit on the holders on his back really nicely. It's a really tight fit, so they won't be going anywhere once you put them in there. So taking a look at the head sculpt, I think it looks really good. This figure is just a redeco of the first version. This came in the Batmobile Build-A-Thing. And I still think it looks really good. The only part that looks bad is the red on his shoulders. You can see the black showing through, and it's pretty spotty. But other than that, that glossy red for the logo on his chest looks really nice. This is done in a glossier black. This was done in a matte finish. I can see on one of his abs he has a really glossy spot, and that's pretty weird. But you get some texturing on the sides there. The buckle on his glove, you get some silver paint to it. And the red down here on the boots looks really good. It's not spotty at all. I'm not sure why the shoulders are so spotty on this, because you can see a lot of black showing through right there. So this figure looks really good, but it is just a repaint of this one. This one is his classic colors, which I think he's back to wearing this suit in the comics. And this was his new 52 look. So now let's go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head and neck that can look up just slightly. The hair does hinder that. He can look down just about all the way. He can move his head side to side, and you can get some tilting from it. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move all the way out. He also has butterfly joints that can move back and forth and shift up and down. He has swivel at the bicep, double-jointed elbow that can bend all the way back. You can actually get him holding these while they're in the holsters on his back, so I think that's really awesome. He has ball-jointed wrists that can move down all the way, up all the way, and spin all the way around. He has a ball-jointed diaphragm and ball-jointed waist that can move back all the way. And he can crunch forward just a little bit. He can also move side to side right here. And you can see some more of that gloss, and that's weird. He also has a swivel at the waist. He has hips that can only move out that far. He can't quite do a complete split. You can get him kicking forward all the way. You can get him kicking back all the way. He has a very slight thigh swivel. He has double-jointed knees. He has ball-jointed ankles that can move up all the way, down all the way, spin all the way around, and toe articulation. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Red Hood and his accessories. So first up, Red Hood comes with a base as well, and he can stand pretty well on his own, so he doesn't need this base either. Up next, he also comes with a really nice foiled data file. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause that now. And finally, he comes with his twin pistols, and these look really nice. There's a bunch of good sculpt detail to them. You can see the bat logo right there. They do have a bunch of sculpt detail to them, but they're just cast in that silver color. Would have been nice if they would have done like a black wash or something over top of it just to make those details pop, because there is a bunch of sculpted detail to it. You can also put the guns in the holsters on his hips, and I found this to be really, really difficult. These are really soft rubber, and this is a really stiff plastic, and yeah, it was really tough to get these in here. I felt like I was bending them really badly getting them in there, so I wish it wouldn't have been as tight of a fit. I mean, I am going to have him displayed with his guns, but yeah, if you want to put him in here, it is really difficult to do so. So taking a look at this head sculpt, McFarlane Toys did such an awesome job on it. This has to be one of my favorite head sculpts McFarlane Toys has done. It just looks incredible. That metallic red for the helmet looks really good, and the black lines on his helmet came out very clean. I am really pleased with this. The jacket looks really good. It's got some good sculpt detail to it, but the buttons and the zipper aren't painted on. I know that's a minor gripe, but I would have preferred them to be painted on. His logo looks really clean. That red looks really nice. It's done in a flat red color. His armor looks very nice. It's got some good sculpt detail to it, and it's got some really excellent texturing. It looks very nice. You get a little bit of texturing to the gloves. That also looks good. You get some gloss black paint over top of that flat black on his belt and some touches of silver. And now that I'm doing the video, I noticed that the left holster is sticking out a little bit. It's not down to the hip like the right side is. You also get some really good texturing to the pants. It has that same sort of texturing as his armor. You get the knee pads and the shin pads, which have some pretty good sculpt detail. You can see some scratches to it. And then you have some more touches of gloss black on the soles on his feet. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. He has a ball jointed head that can look up just slightly. This doesn't hinder that at all. It just doesn't move back that far. He can look down all the way. He can move his head side to side very slightly. And you can get some pretty good tilting. He has ball jointed shoulders that can move all the way out. And that's the same problem I have with Cyborg. This one is a lot looser though. So let's try to get that back in place there. There. So yeah, I guess that right side wants to fall off. That's the first time I've had that happen. As you can see, it connects back in and it's not broken or anything. But it does suck that that's loose. But anyways, he has ball jointed shoulders that can move all the way out. Let's move this one. He has butterfly joints that can move back and forth, up and down, and spin all the way around. He has swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows that can only bend in that far. The rolled sleeve on the jacket does hinder that. And I think he has ball jointed wrists, but the way the glove is sculpted, it hinders the articulation, so really you're just going to get it moving side to side. He has ball jointed diaphragm and waist that can move back just a little bit. And he can crunch forward pretty good. He can also move side to side very slightly. And the waist doesn't want to move at all. He has hips that can do a complete split. And that's surprising with these holsters that he can do that. Especially when Nightwing can. He has swivel at the thigh that is very slight. He can kick forward just a little bit. Back just a little bit. He has double jointed knees that can bend back all the way. He has ball jointed ankles that can move up very slightly, down very slightly, spin all the way around, and he has toe articulation that can move up all the way. So now let's do some size comparisons. Now that I'm trying to do size comparisons, Red Hood won't stand for anything, so I guess he goes on a base for the end of this review. So first up, here they are next to the first version of Nightwing. Here they are next to the Detective Comics 1000 Batman. Here they are next to Batgirl, who doesn't want to stand either. Here they are next to the Batman vs. Ninja Turtles Alfred figure. And finally, there they are next to the Arkham Asylum Joker figure. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this setup because it is really nice. Even though I had the previous version of Nightwing, this new 52 version is still really nice. But of course, the star of this set is Red Hood. Red Hood actually had a single release, but he was incredibly difficult to find, and I still have never found one. So yeah, I think most people are going to pick this up for Red Hood, because the single release, I'm pretty sure it's more than $40. So even if you get this set just for Red Hood, you're still getting a deal on it. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.